What's up? What's up?
How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good. I was just watching your music videos and listening to the project, so I'm really excited to talk to you today.
Oh,
So before we get started, I'm sure this is something you get asked a lot, but I need to know, where did you come up with your name, and then why do you spell it the way that you do?
so honestly, I made up my name when I was younger, just trying to be cool with my friends, but
Okay.
I stuck with me. So I just ran with it. And the reason why I put an X inside the name is because I wanted to be unique when you search it.
I love it. So I need to get more context. Or you said you're trying to be cool with your friends. Was there a specific story, and why did your friends call you Blast to begin with? I feel like you went past that because it's either a really, really good story or it's really embarrassing.
Nah, it's nothing too crazy. It was really on some random shit. Like honestly, I was probably like 17 years old, and I was
Mm,
like, I'm gonna just call myself Blast, and then I just stuck with it.
it's a really cool name. Were there other names that you were debating to go by when you started music, or was it always just Blast and you already knew from the beginning?
Nah, I did want to change it at one point, but I was like, everybody know me as this already, so I'm gonna just I push the X. I was like, let me just rebrand it.
What were you going to maybe rename it to when you wanted to?
I can't even tell you. I couldn't even tell you.
You can't even get a hint?
Nah, I mean, I sum up if I said something. I can't even think.
Oh, okay. I was like, I'm like, what was it? Okay, so before we get into No Love Lost, I wanted to first talk about the fact that you're not just an artist, but you do your own editing when it comes to your music videos, your artwork. You're very hands-on when it comes to your career. So, what made you want to be able to learn everything and be kind of like a one-man shop when it came to your music and your career?
Well, when I was starting, I kind of had to. Like, I didn't really know no other musicians or producers or engineers, so like I was just in my room teaching myself on YouTube. Um, and then I just fell in love with the process of learning everything from Pro Tools to Photoshop to FL Studio. Like I fell in love with the learning process of it.
What from those three programs, which one was the hardest to actually learn and was the
I
most
was
frustrating?
Pro Tools is like I'm still learning to this day
Mm.
because everything is different. You got to mix every song differently, so it's a forever learning process.
Well, that's amazing that you even went out of your way to learn that and also know that. So I want to get into the project. Before I get into the project, if there's anyone watching right now and you have questions for Blast, leave it down below and I'll open up the interview to fan questions. So I really, really do love the project. It's very, like I said, I was just listening to it on replay and the videos. It's very relatable. So I like the two different themes. That's what I got from it. It was one, No Love Lost is being unapologetically you and just not, I mean, caring about people's feelings, but really just being yourself. And I think that a lot of people don't like being themselves to people, or they don't like communicating things or being honest. So what made you want to have that mentality of just no love lost and like no hard feelings?
Yeah, I mean, you care about the ones around you, and you want to make sure everybody's good around you. But at the same time, we forget we got to make sure ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of what I wanted to get off my chest with the project is just like a self reflection. Like, let me make sure I'm straight, so I can be 100% for anybody around me. Like, I can't be 100% if I'm giving you a percentage all the time. You know what I'm
I love that. The album also focuses on love and relationships. You had so many different things and different scenarios in it that you pretty much covered all aspects when it comes to love and relationships. So I wanted to pick apart the different things that I took away from it, and we're going to talk about each one. So the first one, Overrated. I love the video. I love the realness of it, and it's just very if anyone hasn't listened to the project, it's just very like relaxing. Like you can't like not be in a bad, like you can't help but be in a good mood when you listen to it. So why is love overrated?
Well, to me, love is more so an emotion. That's why I said just give me loyalty, because loyalty
Mm-hmm.
is
Mm-hmm.
so. I just like to be proved by actions. I can
Gotcha.
tell you, but it don't mean nothing if I don't put an act behind it.
Do you even like using the words like "I love you" since you think love is over? Do you like a different term of like endearment or saying "I love you"?
Nah, I say I love you too. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like it's overrated. Like anybody can say anything. Like where's the action nowadays? That's
Mhm.
just give me loyalty.
Is there anything or like a experience you had that made you realize that loyalty really is more important than love, whether that was you not getting the loyalty that you needed or you not giving someone else that loyalty and then realizing that's what's more important?
Yeah, you could say that. Um, Honestly, I just think like the definition of loyalty to me is just doing what you say you're gonna do. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure everybody experienced that. When you was told something and then somebody didn't follow up on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why like if you say I love you, it's kind of like okay, you can like they're telling you that from them, but if they show you an action, it's for
Yeah.
you.
What is the best way for a woman to show that she loves you and is loyal to you?
Get deep on here. Um, well, for me personally, just showing gratitude, actions of appreciation,
Mhm.
where you know little surprises or just switching it up or gifts, anything, just showing gratitude overall.
Yeah. You said I'm deep in the interview, but that's really your songs. Like I'm telling you, every song was like, oh, wow, I'm really excited to talk to him about this because I feel like he'll be really open about, past relationships, current relationships, and like emotions. So that's why I was excited to do it. So, okay. So we figured out love is overrated and it's all about loyalty. I think that the new saying or like your next project, it should be like, I'm loyal to you or I loyal to you or like something. What do you think is wrong with relationships these days? Like the biggest problems?
Um, I feel like we jump into relationships too soon. Like we don't find out who we are as an individual first.
Mhm.
And I feel like later down the line it is going to affect the relationship because you still learning yourself. So, how can you give somebody your all if you don't even know the full version of you?
What's the last thing you learned about yourself?
The last thing I learned about myself is that um, I'm not the best communicator.
Okay.
Mm,
Are you working towards that or what, like,
yeah,
why don't you like communicating? I mean, I think a lot of people don't like communicating. And I think that's a big problem in relationships because you can think one thing and then it's not that at all.
it's not that I don't like communicating.
Yeah.
Middle ground of like being an asshole or just not speaking at all. Like, so I'm just on that balance of like, how can I be approachable or, what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do. I like how you explained it too, asshole or approachable and like no middle ground. Well, I love that. So you said the biggest thing that's wrong with relationships is, not knowing yourself. What's the worst mistake that you've made in a relationship that you would want either women to know from like a guy's perspective or for men to know on like how to treat women and learn from that mistake?
I think overall, the worst thing you can do is just lie because it takes away that opportunity for that person to make a choice. So in any capacity, like lying is not cool. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. Lying is not cool. And then what's the best piece of advice for a healthy relationship besides not lying?
Um, yeah, I mean, I would have to say just being honest.
Feel
Like,
that.
yeah.
Okay, so before I open up to the fans, I see some questions below. So thank you for everyone who's submitting. One thing that I think is really great is you've been doing music since 2015, and also you've already been recognized by some like music giants like YG, Kendrick Lamar, and so on. And everyone talks about how underrated you are, and I already know you're going to blow up just based off of like just this first project alone. So with the people that you've gotten recognition from, was there one that was very like, oh shit, that was actually maybe that moment that you realized like, okay, I'm on the right path, and that was really exciting?
I think it's big when like people that I listened to when I was young. Like last week, I got hit up by E40, and
Nice.
he asked up on one of his songs. So I was like, damn, that's it's coming full circle. So yeah, that was crazy.
That's amazing. Who else do you want to work with so we can speak all that into existence?
Of course, like the Chris Browns, Drake,
Mm.
on top of the top.
I love that. So there's actually a lot of questions coming in. So I'm going to open it up to the fans really quick. There was one that came up that wasn't in here that said to talk about your relationship with Mozzy. And I know it's just because of the new video that just dropped, which is also really great. So that was one of the first questions that I saw.
Oh, Mozzie cool. As soon as I met him, it was open arms. So actually, the first song we did together, I didn't meet him up until the point that we shot the video. So I Am Perfect, if anybody familiar with it, I recorded that at the crib, and it was just supposed to be a reference for somebody else to sing it because I'd be writing as well. But Mozzie, he decided to keep my vocals on there, and that's how we ran the play.
That's
Shout out
amazing.
to happen.
That's amazing. Okay, so here's a question from Jared. Do you think your versatility will keep you relevant in music in multiple genres for many years?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like as long as you're able to adapt and always be able to perform outside your norm, you always gonna win. That's definitely be versatile.
I'm just Ryan asked how much for a feature. I would love to work with you one day.
You're gonna have to tap in with Vic. He's in this chat right now. Go blow his DMs up. You're not getting no feature quote from me. Definitely not on live. Yeah, Vic is up in here.
Vic, put your email or well, just say who you are in the chat because people want features. A few more. Jeremiah K, is a deluxe dropping for No Love Lost?
Absolutely. Come on, you know we got to double back. It's only right. The Eagle Gang deserve it. No Love Lost Deluxe is on the way.
Can you give us a little preview of what they can expect from the deluxe version?
Only thing I can say is because a lot of people been beating me over the head about Forever Humble. That's for sure gonna be on there on all platforms. So yeah, look out for that.
Love that. Next one is from Rays of Love. What inspired No Love Lost?
Yeah, just like I was saying before, just finding out who I am as a person and not letting outside entities, so to speak, influence what my end goal is. So it's really just like another saying for saying no hard feelings, and sometimes it takes separation for elevation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let's see. D mother freaking J, sorry if I pronounced that wrong. What's your favorite song on No Love Lost?
So yesterday it was Be Alone. So it's starting to switch up now. Now my favorite song is Longer Rise.
That was your favorite one? Let's see. There's a few more. V12 21. Are you coming to France?
Yeah, that's definitely on the top of the list to go overseas. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to going to France for sure.
There's really good questions in here. Abe New, do you focus more on bars or the feel on your music?
I definitely focus more on the feel because I feel like I can say the coolest shit, but if you don't feel it, then it's not gonna stick with you. So yeah, I try not to overthink what I'm saying, but just try to go off raw emotion.
Okay. When did you first start making music?
Fresh out of high school, that's when I started teaching myself how to record. It's about 8 years ago, I want to say.
8 years ago. I like this one from Johnny Frio. What's your favorite food?
My favorite food, I like Mexican food, of course. I'm from LA. I love Taco Tuesday. I love burrito.
Where are
Anything.
the best Mexican spots for really, really good food in LA? For those who may not know.
So I'm actually vegan. It's this fire spot on Melrose called Sugar Tacos.
Sugar tacos?
vegan carne asada tacos. They fire.
Let's do a few more.
Nice.
Let's see. Okay. This one is from no one else but Rico. What producers inspired you the most production wise?
I always say Pharrell. I like how he think outside the box, and he kind of defined a new cool all the time. Every time he just it throw you off, but it's still acceptable and relatable at the same time.
Um, let's see. King Mud, what tips would you give an upcoming producer to be successful in today's industry?
What was the question again?
Oh, I X'd out of it. It was, what advice would you give to producers who want to be successful in the music industry?
Just always try to be original as much as possible. Try your hardest to not sound like the next producer. I feel like everybody got the same packs, the same kits, so it's a lot of stuff sounding like you don't know who produced it. Like, it could be just define yourself in a unique way.
Okay, so there's still a lot more. This is the most questions we've ever gotten with people going, how many more do you want to answer? There's still a few.
You run, let's do it.
I like this one. What's your producing process?
Well, I wouldn't say I have like one process. Like anytime I get inspired, it could be off anything. If I'm chopping up a sample, I like to loop the sample, of course, and then play keys over it and then add drums to it. But it can switch up at any time.
Okay. Yeah, Boy Kahlo asks, when do you plan on dropping your merch?
We're trying to get the merch up right now. Matter of fact, it should be up tomorrow. So yeah, I'm gonna post it on my story too. So anybody wants some No Love Lost merch, make sure you tap in and put on your post notifications.
Let's see. This was interesting. How will you implement working out into your lifestyle? Fitness and music go hand in hand.
How you implement working out into your lifestyle? Man, I mean, yeah, you right though. Yeah, I mean, I'll be working out at the crib. I'm not on Schwarzenegger or nothing, but I get it in, and I do feel important. I do need to step it up. I don't know who said that, but I feel you.
I don't either, and I feel like, I feel like people started to work out, but when we're all locked inside of our houses, it's like, am I really going to work out? I try to get like this workout set. I did use it once when it came in, and after that, I was like, didn't happen like at all.
Right, man, I'm with you.
Okay, let's grab a few more. What motivates you?
My family, my son. I think he motivated me to want to be the best version of me.
Love that. Can I send loops for beats?
Yeah, my email is in my bio. You can send beats to the email in my bio.
But don't email him about features. You got to email Victor wherever he is. Let's see. Where are you from? Okay, we'll do two more. Are you open to working with other producers, or do you just like to make your own beats?
No, I'm absolutely open to working with other producers. The only producers I work with so far, outside of myself, consistently is the homie D Woo and OB. But yeah, I'm for sure open to work with other.
Okay, I'm trying to pick like the best last one that's on here. This one looks interesting. What's the story behind Forever Humble?
I just feel like being humble keeps me balanced. Like, don't focus on the highs too much, and also don't focus on the lows too much. I feel like that perfect middle ground that's gonna keep me focused to complete the mission that I'm on. So that's the motto I live by: forever humble, always showing homage, always showing gratitude. Because just as fast as you can get it, you can lose it, and I understand that. So,
So before I let you go, I just think it's amazing that you can just tell by your energy, like I said, in the project and even answering fan questions, that you have a really great head on your shoulders. So who are the either the people around you, or what were your influences to get you to have this kind of mindset and mentality?
That's a good question. I would say I owe a lot to it to my mom. Like she's big on integrity and just holding yourself accountable. And those are the traits that I look up to.
And I always ask people too, especially when it's years from now. So I love that you said that it's your mom. So what's the one thing you really want to do for your mom when you blow up? Because you're definitely going to be blowing up soon.
Yeah, I want to get her that fly house. We already in the process of it, but
Oh,
that's
well, there you go.
right. I'm getting
That's
that.
amazing. Was it her dream house? Like, what was it that she really wanted, and how exciting is it for you to be able to be in that process? And also, what advice do you have for people trying to buy a house? Because I heard real estate's really, really complicated, and there's a lot of things that you should pay attention to.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it was definitely important. I feel like every family should have a foundation and just
Hmm.
in general. But what was the second part you asked me?
Oh, any advice you have for people who are looking to buy a home? Because I know it's a complicated process.
Yeah, I would say like as soon as you start thinking about it, dive into the research of it because like you said, it's a process. So
Mhm.
it's not up and
Well,
hop up and get a house. It's like you got to find a.
how long has the process been so far with your mom's house?
So far, it's probably been like I say like a month so far.
Oh, good. And you guys, well, congratulations. That's amazing that you're already able to do that at an early stage. And I'm really excited to see what more you come up with, just as far as for your projects and who you work with next. Because, like I said, it's just really refreshing to be able to talk to someone that just gets it. And I really, really, really do love the music a lot.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Yes. So thank you so much for your time. Before we go, do you want to let everybody know where they can download your music, listen to your music, and again, buy your merch just in case they're joining late?
No Love Lost out right now, all platforms. We got the 4-part video series going up. We dropped a video to Overrated, No Love Lost. The next one is Be Alone, to be coming next Friday. I just dropped a song with Mozzie called Streets Ain't Safe today. Make sure you go watch that. And yeah, shout out to all my Eagles. Shout out my Eagle team. And I love y'all.
Thank you, Blast.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.